Terell.
Oh my God, this a year. I've been with you for 2 years.
Hey, oh my heart, I love and everything.
So I'm supposed to know that you're gonna be my best friend. You're gonna be
yeah.
You
so what?
Stop. And don't ever extend
You know what? You know what? You knew the game when you got with me. You took from her.
Now, this isn't the typical boyfriend and girlfriend type of case. Shauna drags Harin, a guy she met on a dating app, accusing him of raping her right beside her son. They find themselves in Steve's show, hoping to trash out the whole situation. Well, here's how it all begins.
I can't sleep, right? Getting text messages trying to get me to confess that I raped her even though I didn't. She's trying to get her boyfriend to take her back. This ain't the way to do it.
He got on top of me. He kept trying to touch me. I kept telling him no, that I did not want to have sex.
Wow. All I can say is this case isn't going to be an easy one. Harin claims he has no idea why she's trying to accuse him of what he didn't do. Shauna, on the other hand, is hell-bent on proving that Harin actually raped her right beside her child.
And then she's saying that I kidnapped her. Who kidnaps a girl and their kid? Like, that's just messed up.
It's pissing me off because Richard doesn't believe me that I was raped.
She was in contact with her boyfriend in my living room.
Aha! Now I see why the situation is intense. Apparently, Shauna had a boyfriend. Her boyfriend at the moment doesn't believe she was raped because she met up with Harin on a dating app. Shauna, you've got a lot of explaining to do.
I just really don't know who to believe because, you know, in the past, Shauna's lied to me. She cheated on me twice already.
She meets a guy on a dating app she's never met before. How old is your son?
11 months.
And she took him to this guy's house.
Yes.
Like I said, Shauna has some explaining to do. Something about her story just doesn't add up. I mean, her brother just told everyone that she's cheated on him twice. Trusting her this time around is going to be a long shot.
You're coming with me to meet this strange guy.
He did not tell me we were going to his house. He told me we were going to dinner.
But you went back to his house.
Yes, I did.
Did he force you back to his house?
No, I got in his car.
Answer the question, yes or no.
No, he did not force me.
Right? I'm totally with Steve Wilkos on that one. I mean, he didn't force you to go back to his house. She could have honestly told him that she wasn't going to be able to make it. Like I said, something is off about her story.
Where did you meet initially?
He picked me up at my apartment.
So you told a stranger where you live?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I mean, you went to grammar school, right? No, I'm not making fun of that.
Please take her to school, Steve. Everyone knows not to give their address to a total stranger. Let's not talk about the fact that she had an 11-month-old baby in the house. If you ask me, Shauna is lying through her teeth.
You were so scared, you got into a car with a stranger, with your son, and drove to an undisclosed location. How scared were you?
I was really scared.
So you go in the trailer and what happens?
I sat down on the couch and I changed my son's diaper and I was still texting him.
Ha 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 ha! I'm done with this woman for real. She was scared and she couldn't tell her boyfriend what was going on? Or she couldn't at least tell him that she took the baby out of the house? Man, I think it's time we heard from Harin.
She says that she was under the impression that you were going to take her out to dinner.
No, sir. We didn't talk nothing about dinner.
When you said we're going to meet and I'm going to pick you up, where did you say you were going to take her?
I asked her, what do you want to do?
Whoa. What he is saying right now is totally different from what Shauna told Steve and the entire audience. He says Shauna was the one who brought up the idea of them going to his place to start with. The cat is about to jump out of the box real soon. From the explanation he just gave, it does seem like he really wasn't interested in sleeping with her, and Shauna was the one who initiated the whole process. Seems like these two are going to get into a brawl real soon.
You raped me!
How is it rape?
I kept telling you no! You raped me!
Yeah, so you holding your arms around me and my back?
No.
Yeah, I tried to get away from you. I said I was going to go to the other side of the room.
I kept telling you.
Sleeps.
Let's just say the only way to find out the truth is to reveal the results from the lie detector test. I hope you guys are ready to find out the truth because here it comes.
Have you had sexual intercourse with any other females? He said no. He told the truth. And this is whether you cheat on him. So we gave you a DNA test, Richard, and the results of that DNA test is...
At least that settles that. We know her boyfriend is the father of the child. Now to my deal. Did Harin really rape Shauna, or has it all been a lie?
The results for her lie lie detector tests. They came back all the same, and they came back that Shauna told the truth.
I told you!
To having sexual intercourse with you.
Jeremy and Amber's relationship has not been a bed of roses. Jeremy claims that he caught Amber several times cheating on him with several guys. They've been at each other's throats for 3 years now, and Jeremy has decided to find out the truth. It all begins like this.
With her and another girl. And she was getting out the shower at the same time. So that really threw me off. What should I supposed to think? They done something. I wanted to fight.
Wow. He went to jail for putting his hands on Amber? I just had a feeling things were going to get really messy with these guys. Once things start to get physical, in most cases, it's safe to say the relationship is over.
But then accusations of cheating comes up, right?
Yes, it's got really bad. I hear recently he actually picked me up and threw me into a table and made me fall through the table. A family member of mine came home the next morning and actually called the police.
Jeez, you can see and hear the fear in her voice. It's almost as if Jeremy is around the corner waiting to throw her off the table again. What I can't seem to wrap my head around is how they got to this label in the first place.
Well, there was one incident. Me and a friend of mine had got a hotel. She invited 2 guys over, and I didn't see no problem with it at the time, you know. Jeremy was coming off of work that night to come see me.
Could all this be happening as a result of a misunderstanding? Amber sure seems to remember the whole cheating situation happening differently from what Jeremy stated earlier.
He doesn't think that your daughter that you share with him is not his. Why does he think that?
It's his family members. I don't know. They just don't like me at all. They don't actually, some of his family members never even met his daughter. Never.
Any chance that it's not his daughter?
If you ask me, that's a pretty valid question. If you have to put up with the physical abuse and the name calling every time, why not just walk out of the relationship? Her answer is probably going to be the fact that she is still in love with Jeremy.
Look at the names that you call me
Why do
every
I call you
day.
names though?
Every day. I had to come up here to prove myself to you.
You should have to prove your point.
But where's your proving your point at?
Okay,
Why aren't you taking a test?
I can though. You know
But
I'm
you're
not doing it. Why not though?
Come on, Jeremy. You might not like the police, but at least don't act like they are dumb or don't know how to do their jobs. There's no way the police are going to come to your home and arrest you for doing absolutely nothing.
You're 35 years old.
35 years old.
You're not on a playground.
No, sir.
Okay.
Don't play.
So if somebody calls you a name, you don't have to call them a name
Words
back.
don't hurt, Steve.
But they obviously do.
How?
If she
They
calls
hurt
you a
me.
bitch, you're calling her a bitch back?
This guy is so hilarious. He refused to take a lie detector test all because he claims he knows the truth and Amber told him she cheated? Even Steve can see that Jeremy is delusional. If he didn't want to take the test, why did he come to the show knowing that was going to happen?
I left, came back, men in my room. Like, what is going on?
And what did she say?
Nothing.
And it wasn't
Ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing going on. How do I know that? I don't
Because
know
I'm
that.
not like everybody else you ever been with. If I
don't
tell
know
you
that.
I love you, I love you.
Thank you, Steve, for speaking some sense to this guy. The lie detector test isn't really going to change anything except reveal the truth. If things are going to be different between them, they're still the ones who would have to find a way to do so. Sometimes you just wonder how some couples end up together.
You answered no. Have you ever had sexual activity, contact, or intercourse with either of those 2 males that were in the hotel room that Jeremy suspects? You answered no. The results came back the same to each question.
Oh my God. Jeremy was not being delusional after all. Amber has been the one lying all this while. Jeez. Now, I understand why Jeremy was having such a hard time believing anything that she said. I sure hope he is the father of the child. Let's find that out, shall we?
What would you say your relationship is with the little girl?
Love her. That's my word.
Love her.
That's my word.
Right? It's your first child, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's a really special feeling. Jeremy, you came here to take a DNA test to find out if you're the biological father of that little girl, and the results are you are her father.
This case would leave you speechless. Janice and Shaquana happen to be lesbians who have been married for a month, but their marriage is far from a happy ever after type of situation. Shaquana feels like Janice has been moving around with other people, and she wants to get to the bottom of it all.
I tell you it wasn't that important. So it's like, why is you hiding? You'll tell me anything else, but you won't tell me them things. 3 days ago, a family member told me that they was at the house, and when a male popped up at the same time as my wife did. She asked him, what is he doing here?
What? Did Shaquanna just say Janiece sleeps with men whenever she is not around? I thought they were supposed to be lesbians. Something is definitely not adding up, and Janiece sure has a lot of explaining to do.
My wife is very delusional. She makes this stuff up. She doesn't have no valid proof that I'm cheating. It's just crazy. It's crazy. I'm not cheating on her. I haven't cheated on her.
Ha ha! Now that's just crazy. They've been going back and forth with cheating allegations since they got together. How on earth did they even get married? Even Steve finds it funny that they made it to the marriage aspect of their relationship.
Has she ever been with men before?
No.
No, so she's always been with women.
I don't think she's with men.
Well, you must have asked her.
No, I never asked her that, so I don't know where that part
You
came
married someone and you didn't say, have you ever been with a man?
She's a virgin. She told me she's a virgin.
That honestly says a lot about their relationship. Shaquanna has never been with a man all her life. Janiece, on the other hand, has had a taste of both. If you ask me, I would honestly say they don't trust each other in the relationship, but let's not be too quick to judge.
I wouldn't have married you if I wanted to cheat on you. It's like, why would I waste my time if I want to cheat on you?
Come on, you know you've been lying. You've been lying.
Why?
You've been lying.
I'm not ugly for one.
Lying.
And if I want to be with a man, I'll be with a man.
I just have to ask, do these two really love each other? I mean, look at them, go at each other. If I were in love with someone, I most definitely wouldn't be yelling at them in such a manner. I guess their love story was written from a different book because that's just too much yelling.
Do you think do you really believe that she's cheating on you?
Yeah, I believe so.
With men or women?
Men.
Men.
Yes.
And why do you think men?
Because there's always men messages that I see she erased.
Oh, so
everything.
you see text
yes,
messages?
Yes, I see text messages.
And what do the text messages say?
Messages will be a response from a male.
Ow! So Janiece is being shady after all. She's been texting dudes and erasing the texts before Shaquanna gets to see them. Looks like the cat is about to be out of the box, and Janiece's secrets are about to come out of the closet.
While together in a relationship with Shaquanna, have you had any sexual activity, contact, or intercourse with any other females? She answered no. You told the truth.
Oh, Shaquanna is about to lose her mind. The look on Janiece's face says it all. She's been lying through her teeth. I mean, if she still wanted to mess around with men, why then get married to Shaquanna? She literally just broke her heart and trust.
I'm just gonna give you a piece of advice, and you don't have to take it, and you can tell me, Steve, but here's the situation. You've only been married a month, and I truly believe that Shaquanna loves you dearly, okay? And I think you love her dearly. So my thing is, I would just be forthcoming to her.
Steve, I'm forthcoming about something that's a lie.
Listen, but here's the thing.
This case is about to bring down the roof on the Steve Wilkos show. Now Rachel and Steven have been best friends for a while, but here's the ticky thing. Rachel claims that Steven molested her daughter while he was over at her house babysitting. Here's how the whole mess begins.
Always the babysitter. He's like our brother, was our brother. Fred.
My daughter, he said, Uncle Steven touched me. She said she was visiting her dad at Steven's. She was changing her clothes to put her pajamas on.
If what these women are saying happens to be the truth, Steven is going to be locked up for a really long time. I mean, it's one thing if one person talks about it, but more than one person? There has got to be some level of truth to what they are saying.
Did you molest her daughter?
No, Steve, I didn't. I believe these accusations are lies because nobody, like they said in the video, no evidence. I have talked to the detectives. They contacted me. I've been down to the office.
Could these women be trying to frame him? He claims he went to the police and even offered to have a polygraph done. If he actually did molest their kids, I'm pretty sure he would want to stay away from the police and a polygraph.
Grown men out of the hat and say he had sex with me.
Because the father of the child, my friend, he had a falling out with his ex-wife and his family, and they tried to hurt him, they couldn't.
So now they're picking on you?
Now they're trying to hurt the people that are close to him.
Ow. The atmosphere in there is starting to get very tense. It does seem like he's saying the truth, but some peeps in the crowd don't seem to buy his side of the story, especially with the looks on their faces.
Now, you believe that maybe Rachel coached her daughter to say this?
Yes.
Because she's mad at her ex.
If she's mad at her ex,
and she can't get to her ex?
No.
Why wouldn't she just have her daughter say the ex did it?
Because they know how he is about his kids. He protects his kids. He will do anything for his kids.
What's this story with the ex? Something about that just doesn't feel right in my ears. If it's about the ex, wouldn't the accusations be be directed to the ex rather than accusations being directed at Steven? Something sure smells fishy.
The police cleared you, right? This is your story, right?
Yes.
Police cleared you. Hey, you're good to go. Have a nice day.
Correct.
Why are you here?
Because they keep going around telling people that I've done this. Some of my family have.
Yep, his lying all right. One thing I know is that family will always have your back in every situation. If his family believes he can do something like that, you don't need me to tell you otherwise. Steven is guilty. But let's wait for the results to know for sure.
I have police reports. I have detective names. I took my daughter to
How come
CPC.
the police didn't lock him up?
They couldn't find him because anytime someone goes and
Whatever.
knocks on his door, he runs out the back door. He's went to Oklahoma, to Nebraska.
Ha ha! Steve is right about that one. If the feds were really there to arrest him, they would have been everywhere in the house. Which then begs the question, are these stories being made up? What's really going on?
Just wanted to let you know that, first off, I'm a huge fan, and I appreciate all that you do for everybody, and I really want you to do the same thing for my daughter. I want to start off by saying that in the beginning, I believed my daughter in every word she said. But after listening to the detectives...
Hold on a second. Did he just say he believes Steven? He believes him over his own daughter? Steve Wilkos might as well ask him if he is the real father. Because how do you believe someone else over your own daughter? Man, we need to see these results ASAP.
I'll turn myself in.
So I can send one of my guys with you, camera guy. We can film you going and turn yourself in.
Yeah.
You raise your right hand. Swear.
Swear.
Let's just hope the results don't come back to slap him right in the face. He seems pretty confident that everything said is all lies against him. Well, let the results do their magic.
The results came back the same to each question, and they came back that Rachel told the truth. So we asked him, have you ever had any physical contact with either of Angela's daughters for your own sexual gratification? He answered no. He told the truth. For your own sexual gratification. He answered no, and to that question, he did not tell the truth.
This case is just all shades of crazy. Leticia and Terell are married with kids. Leticia did not just cheat on her husband. She also confessed to prostituting. Trying to get his revenge, Terell cheated on her with several women while the kids were at home. Well, here's how it all starts.
Had the nerve to come out and just tell me that she had an Ashley Madison account, which is a website that married women or men meet up to have sex and cheat on their spouse. I've seen pictures of her sending to other men breast shots. I've seen messages where she planned to meet up with people.
Oh, there is nothing sacred about this marriage, Terell. If your wife cared about your marriage, she wouldn't be meeting up with different men to get intimate with them. I honestly wonder how they got to this level for real.
2 weeks ago, after I found out some of the things that went on in my marriage, I'm very angry. I say to her, you know, I'm gonna cheat. Either you can let me bring her home or I can go to her. She tell me to bring her home.
What on earth is wrong with this couple? His wife actually told him to bring another woman to the house so he could sleep with her? Jeez, there is no saving these guys at all. I honestly doubt they still love each other.
Cheated on my husband.
Since when?
Since October of 2010, just before I got pregnant with my son.
And why did you cheat that time?
Well, first of all, in the beginning of the relationship, he continued to go back and forth to jail.
Aha, seems like I was right after all. Apparently, Leticia was not in love with him anymore. She just told Steve that she told her husband several times that she wanted to do her own thing, and he just wouldn't let her go.
You know, he finds all this about you, I'm gonna have sex, and you let him bring a woman home and he has sex with her in your home.
But he's been cheating, Steve.
But how is that like?
Steve, I didn't think he would do it.
Remember when I said this case is all shades of crazy? I'm pretty sure you see what I mean now. Her husband was sleeping with another woman in the house and she was in another room taking care of the kids. They should just split up and be done with the marriage already.
Prostituting. I had sugar daddies. Like I made men like pay my phone bill, things like that. Like I wasn't walking the street. They first got jumping in cars.
I take back what I said. These two are actually made for each other. But at least we know one thing. Terell ain't no saint in this marriage. Apparently, he's been cheating on Leticia all this while, and he lied about it.
You're messing with girls at your job, 3-4 girls at your job.
Because you prostituted and told me 2 months after we got married, and you're nonchalant about it?
That was before.
I prostituted, here you go.
What started all the cheating?
Well, 2 months after we got married.
Steve, you better step out of the way. These guys look like they are ready to rip rip each other apart. Leticia kept her prostituting a secret from him for 10 years, and now he just does buy a single word of anything that drops from her mouth.
Because I'm thinking at some point she's gonna stop me.
I would, see, that's a very logical thing to say.
Like, who lets their husband?
Right. Of all the stories I've done,
opened the door.
I would think that you would say, oh, no.
This is just too hilarious. If she didn't want it to happen, why did she allow the lady into her house, for crying out loud? I mean, she even said hi to the lad when she walked in. At this point, I think Steve has to read the results.
October of 2010, have you had sexual intercourse with any other males besides Terell? She answered no. In your entire life, have you had sexual intercourse with multiple partners present? She answered no. And the results for Leticia's lie detector test is that she told the truth.
Britney happens to be in a relationship with a 34-year-old man. She claims to be in love with him and is willing to be by his side forever. But here's the thing. Rosen, the 34-year-old man, sleeps around with teenagers all the time, and Britney wants to know if she should still stick with him or call it quits and move on with her life. Here's how the situation begins on the show. So Rosen is a sweet guy. That must be nice. It looks like she hasn't been with a lot of good guys in her past, and the fact that he was sweet to her made it okay to get into a relationship with him. But then again, he is almost 20 years older than she is. He is literally old enough to be her father.
Being long-term with somebody like that?
I see myself picture a family with him.
Are you in love with him?
I do love him.
You do love him, but you've heard things about him.
I heard he's been sleeping with all these other women, and my best friend had told me that she had slept with him.
What? She just said her best friend told her that she slept with the man she claims to love. And she still loves him? I must have lost the meaning of the word love. To make things even more mind-blowing, he has a child with another woman outside of their relationship who is also as young as she is. Man, she has got to be joking if she still wants to have a family with this man.
Why are you dating a 16-year-old girl? Because she was 16 years old. You're a grown man. Why are you dating a teenager?
Well, Steve, I'm gonna take it like this. You know, things happen. You know, hey, man, get around in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell no. This is the guy she says she's in love with? Thank you, Steve, for speaking some facts to his face. I can't believe he just said it's the way things are. And if Britney can't deal with it, she can always walk away from the relationship. You shouldn't be dating a teenager in the first place.
Oh, my heart, I love her and everything.
So I'm supposed to know that you're gonna be my best friend, you're gonna be
yeah.
You
so what?
Stop swearing.
You know what? You know what? You knew the game when you got with me. You took from her.
She actually hit him in the face. If he actually did sleep with her best friend, he deserves more than a slap on the face for real. He should probably be in jail or something. Oh well, let's see if there's more secrets that are going to pop out from his cupboard.
You were asked, have you cheated on Britney with more than 10 girls in the past year?
Yeah.
Oh, so you admit it?
Yeah, I admit it.
In the past 2 weeks, have you had sex with more than 2 girls?
Yes, I did. Why should I lie for? What lie? Oh, they lying gonna
and
do?
You didn't lie because now I get to the bottom and says, subject confessed to both.
Oh my goodness. What in God's name is wrong with this man? Britney has literally been asking you throughout the relationship if he has been messing around with other women, and he keeps telling her no, only to confess that he actually has been cheating on her with a lot of women. Wow.
All you've done is ruin my daughter's life, and all you do, you stay away from my daughter. I cannot stand you.
You said you loved me at first. You knew her a couple of guys. Well,
oh my God, you need to shut up and listen, because you ain't done nothing but ruin my daughter's life.
I mean, at this point, I just have to ask, can it get any worse than this? Roseanne is her husband's friend? How did all of this happen? Either she's the worst mother in the world, or she just doesn't care about her little girl. The bigger question is, how does Roseanne feel about dating his friend's daughter?
You know what? You're the kind of guy you twist everything to make yourself look better or justify what you do. Let me tell you something. What you're doing is wrong.
What you doing wrong? You wrong.
You're wrong.
And somehow, Roseanne found a way to get on Steve's nerves. Steve literally told him to his face that he hopes to never see him again. But can you blame him? The whole situation is chaotic, and it's still unbelievable that Rosen feels comfortable dating his friend's daughter, who is also a teenager.
I'm serious. Any woman in the audience, because I'm always shocked, would anybody here date him?
I would tell you like this. Yes, y'all would. Yes, y'all would. Yes, y'all would. I can pick my 3 on wheel right now.
Britney. I think that's all the advice you need for real. Even the audience is disgusted by Rosen. He doesn't even feel bad or see anything wrong with all that he's doing. I am so disappointed.
Your name is Mancy, and you are Britney's best friend? Yeah. And how old are you, Mancy?
I'm 23.
You're watching the show. You've seen him act. What are you thinking when you see him up there talking like that?
He think he all that.
Well, kids, you heard the lady. Stay away from alcohol so you don't end up sleeping with your friend's partner, who might also be way older than you are. This has to be the most chaotic episode on the show for real.
Hey, you know what it was? I mean, your child, and this was just rumors.
How know that's my child? How know that's my damn child?
You know that's your child. I wasn't messing with nobody till I met you.
That ain't my child.
Oh my God, this a year. I've been with you for 2 years.
Hey, look.
A year you've been with her.